We'll get started with in-person questions.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's been such a tumultuous year and tumultuous road trip and all this stuff. How's it finally feel to kind of at least get this clinched and have that off your back?
A little bit of relief. Now we can, just focus on being as good as we can be. We get a couple more games that we want to win. We want to play better. But bought ourselves a ticket here. You don't take these opportunities for granted.
I know they weren't at full strength, but it's still a pretty damn good offensive performance today from start to finish. Looked like you guys started fast. Looked like you were actively trying to get out in transition. Just overall on the offensive end, what worked so well today?
Yeah, I felt like every time we needed a jolt, we got a transition bucket. Something off our defense. I thought for the most part, maybe little patches here and there. We did for the most part. We just kept the game simple. I looked down at one point. I don't know if Tasha had taken a shot, but she had like 5 assists. We got Elena the ball in some good positions. Obviously you look at the stat sheet. Tori and Mung made shots. Slim made shots. Maisha was very composed offensively. 8 assists for mine. 4, 8, and 8. But I just thought we played, did the things we wanted to move the ball well. 26 assists. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah. Mom with the block shot. She needed the new defensive specialist.
Does that make 1 for the year?
It was her first.
Okay. There you go.
And just kind of, what do you build off of this? What do you take this and say, hey, look at these X, Y, and Z that we did so well here that we need to kind of continue to duplicate and grow off of those things?
Took care of the ball, moved the ball. I thought until the fourth quarter did a pretty good job defensively. Made BG work. She made some jumpers tonight, which kind of kept them in it. But they got some quick guards, and I thought we did a pretty reasonable job containing them.
And besides the last one, besides the playoff stuff, just a win like this and a performance like this, does this just feel good in general, considering everything?
Yes, it does. But honestly, just kind of like, all right, we salvaged something from the trip here. We got to go home and get ourselves right and get a little better.
Quick and easy for me. Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll go to Zoom. Tyler.
Hey Eric, congrats on the win and congrats on making the playoffs. My first question is, you're a first-year head coach, and it's not always easy for a first-year head coach to be able to get into the playoffs. So from that perspective, just kind of how are you feeling and being able to accomplish something like that in your first season?
I think we had a team that everybody expected to make the playoffs. We're not sitting in the standings where we wanted to be, but at the same time, no matter where you are in the standings and kind of given everything we've gone through, you're in a best of 3 series, and it was going to be difficult no matter what seed you are. Even the top couple seeds are going to have a difficult situation where they have to win 2 games on their home court or else they go on the road. So, we get to put a little bit of this behind us and have a clean slate, just like the other 7 teams that'll be in the playoffs. So I'd say more, I'm probably just grateful for that chance.
Got it. And what was the celebration like in the locker room after being able to get this done?
Contained, not subdued as in like nobody was excited, but not I think probably just more relief. And then they were fired up for Shatori going 7 for 7 and getting the hard hat. So that was good. That brought the mood up a little bit. Not that it was a bad mood, it just we're where Phoenix was missing people, and it was a tough one. We just kind of did what we needed to do.
Got it. Thanks. Safe travels.
Thanks.
Jen.
Hey Eric, just wanted to kind of follow up on the consistency piece. You were talking about, you thought the defense was good for 3 quarters. You guys shot actually a pretty historic percentage across the board tonight. Just how was it for you seeing the team, get off to that hot start and then not really allow Phoenix back in?
Yeah, it's what we needed to do. Their injury lists look a lot like ours. And so you just come in and try to jump on the game early, and then you can control it a little better. And excuse me. Yeah, we did that. We took care of the basketball. With a couple exceptions, kept them off the foul line. And so, that's stuff you got to do to win a road game, no matter the situation. And obviously, most of the pressure in this game was just on ourselves to get the job done.
And then just curious what you saw from Tasha. It looked like she was kind of a woman on a mission out there, but finishing with 20, 10, and 5. What'd you like most out of all that?
I thought really the whole group. I thought her, Elena, Slim, Tori, obviously I agree. I think they all just said, hey, we're getting this done tonight. We're not letting this drag out any longer. And they each did it in their way. Elena was really efficient. Got to her spots, scored, was aggressive, played fluidly. And Tosh got us organized, got the ball moving. Slim got in transition and was disruptive. And so I just thought everybody just needed to do or did what they needed to do for us to just put it away.
Awesome. Thanks.
That's it, Coach. Thank you.
I just feel like we were locked in. We played tonight how we wanted to play. It wasn't about anyone but us. And I think we all had an intention about our defense of taking what they gave us. And those reads tonight made the difference. And that's what's going to make the difference moving forward. We have to read how defenses play us and not just run our plays, not just run as robots. And I think you saw that tonight with as much as we were cutting, much as we were finding people, we really just figured out what was working, stayed with it, didn't go away like we typically do. And that's what it was. And two people were really decisive and aggressive tonight, and that was the difference.
Finally clinched things.
Yes.
What's that mean? It's how big of a relief or how like you would like to describe?
It's like a weight off your shoulders, right? Because you don't depend on anyone else to determine your fate. We controlled the controllables tonight, and you remember 3 years ago when we had to win 1 out of 3 games and we didn't, and we missed playoffs. We didn't want to get in that situation yet tonight. I Slim, we made.
Oh, hey. Sorry, I'm late to the party. I'm always that.
I tried. I'm sorry, back to the what was the question? I'm sorry.
Just clinching playoff.
Oh yeah, it's just really over his shoulder. Now we're playing for seeding and we can focus on that for the next 2 games and just getting ourselves ready for a playoff basketball. But this is what we've been working our asses off for all season, what we weathered the storm for all season. We finally here today.
That's what I was gonna ask, you guys, we're always kind of talking about the things that aren't clicking or the things that you guys still have to work on. And today seemed like a day where everything kind of came together. What was that feel on the court and what do you say, okay, this is what it should be. This is how we're supposed to look and how do we build off that moving forward?
I think it's everybody was on the same page today. When we have that, we get the outcome that we get, with today's game. There's been times when we aren't on the same page and we kind of get away with it because of talent. And then there's games where we're not on the same page and talent isn't enough. And we end up losing. So tonight we said in the huddle, we keep saying like, oh, we win, we clinch. Oh, we win, we clinch. And I literally looked at everybody and I was like, let's just fucking win. Like, let's just win.
Yeah.
And then everything else on the back end we could figure out. But it's like we put all these things on the season and it's like literally just win the game. And then we can talk about playoffs. We can talk about seeding. Now we can talk about seeding. Like we were trying to talk about, oh, if we win, it don't even matter. After we win. And now that we win, now that we won, now we can talk about seeding. But we still need to win those 2 damn games because we have a chance to finish out even at the end of the year. 40 games, I'd want to see a 2020 and not, like more losses than wins.
Yeah.
So now it becomes a pride thing. It's always been a pride thing, but now it's like, all right, let's get these last 2 wins. Let's steal these 2 because I know those 2 teams are worrying about seeding as well. So why not just put a little stench in it?
Thank you, Kareem.
Tyler?
Hey Tosh, hey Slim, congrats on the win and congrats on making playoffs.
Thank you.
Tosh, my first one's for you. 20 and 10 tonight, double. Congrats on that.
About time I made some goddamn shots. Let's talk about it. Yeah,
Yeah, you were 6 for 8.
it felt good. It felt good.
Go ahead, talk about it. How tonight go for you? What were you seeing on the floor?
It did me. I told Chris this morning, he'll tell you, I said today's the day that we get in the playoffs and we clinch, and I'll be damned if I allow us not to get into playoffs tonight. We let one go in LA. We didn't make shots. We make shots in that game, we win. So coming into tonight, it was about handling our business, controlling the controllables, and me understanding that really does start at the head with me as the point guard and how focused I am, how intentional I am. But everyone was intentional tonight, like Slim said. So it made my job really easy to just see what they had. But my focus was just taking some pressure off of myself. Understanding that I do need to score, I do need the assist, but I am who the fuck I am, and I had to remember who I was and just take my time, be poised, and when I'm poised, that's when I play my best basketball. So I just wanted to be the best version of myself tonight, clearly for our team and only for our team, and I feel like my teammates allowed me to do that, and we just played free and we had fun tonight. So it was good with heading in the playoffs and into these next 2 games. Tonight was a really good feel-good game to get everyone's confidence back.
And Tosh, you mentioned how this was a kind of a weight off your shoulders, being able to get the win tonight and get in the playoffs. What does getting that weight off now do for you and kind of do for this team with everything that you battled this year?
It really is just like me and Slim walked through the hallway after like slapping all the coaches' hands, and we were just like, "Whoa, thank you God! Like, thank you God! This has been
We're
like
still
a
struggling.
fucking storm. This has been a storm of a season. But we commend us for sticking together no matter how ugly it got. We stayed the course. We stayed our course. And I think for me and Slim, a lot of what we talk about is just trusting in God's process. And journey for our lives and for our careers, and just following his guidance. And I think we have throughout this time. We've stayed together. I hate you, foreheaded boy. And we're here now. So we're just trying to one foot in front of the other. We know what we still have in this locker room. It's now about it. It's not even about showing up. It's that fucking time. So let's go. 10 toes down. I mean, are we in the 90s? Like, I feel like it's a Nelly patch on the
Thank you both. Congrats.
Thank you.
Jen,
I feel like I need a chicken.
Okay.
Hi, Slim. Hi, Taj. Slim, what caught your eye on the box score just now?
You don't wanna know.
Our fourth quarter,
Our
freaking
quarter.
defense.
Yeah, that's
That's too many points.
yeah, they had 27 in the fourth. We kept them under 20 the first 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter they had 27. So that's what got my eyes really big, because that's a thing for us. We try to keep teams under 20 each quarter, and for them to have 27, it looks wild. So that's why my eyes got really big, because I'm like, damn. So what? We beat them 100-77. These mofo's got 27 in the fourth.
Mhm.
That to me, that's like, if I'm saying this, I'm a numbers person. I'm a stats person. Like, numbers don't lie. I don't even have to watch the game. If I were to look at this stat sheet, I've been like,
You're bullshitting in the
yeah, I was bullshitting in the fourth. You know, so it's like, oh, we can get them on the 10th. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I see. It's like, oh, teams could look at this and think that that's a way in. Like, oh, don't worry, in the fourth quarter, they'll let up. They let so-and-so got 27 points. Like, we can't have that. We can't let that be an opportunity for other teams to think that they can come and sink their teeth in us.
And, you know, before the fourth quarter, so the first 3 quarters, you know, when everything's flowing for you guys, Tosh, you kind of alluded to it, but just like, how much fun is that to be playing that way and see your shots fall and see everyone's shots fall? Like, what does that kind of flow feel like out there for you?
It felt good tonight. It felt like we were really just out there hooping and making reads and making good cuts. And I think something that was positive about us was our bounce back was quicker tonight. So we didn't dwell on mistakes or turnovers or fuck ups on defense. Like, we just kept playing. Next play. And that's the mentality that we have to have. We're not going to be perfect in this game. We're going to try to be close to it. But at the end of the day, it's just trying to build off of one another and not allowing mistakes to just consistently happen throughout the game. So we're very mindful of it, even coming in that fourth quarter, like we were talking about our defense and how we had to get it back. But now it's about presenting a solution. So how do we get to those tangible things that are going to make the difference in the fourth quarter? But it was fun tonight. It was fun to play. And we just got to get back, and we got another tough one on Friday.
And just wanted to ask you guys real quick about two of your teammates. Slim, I'll start with you. Just Tori going 7 for 7 from the field.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we jumped her in the locker room.
what you wanna know,
Yeah.
cause all we're gonna say is,
That's the Tori we expect.
that's
every
the story
single
we,
fucking
yep,
night.
every damn night, and shout out to that runner on my dog.
Oh, BG, we love you.
We
dude.
lucky, bro.
I thought you was gonna swallow it, but
But that was so tough, like, just watching her hoop, because Tori's capable of that every night,
Mhm.
you know, and we encourage her to do that every night, and we gonna keep encouraging her. So when we get that, shit,
We for real jumped her in her locker.
we did,
I threw hands.
I broke it up.
You did.
I did.
Yep.
But yeah, no, we expect that from everybody on this team, because everybody on this team is more than capable of doing what Tori did tonight. That's what makes us special, I think, and one of the things that makes us special. If anybody on any given night can do what we did tonight, like to look at the scores and look and see 18, 17, 20, 24, 11, like everybody chipped in, and we only had 8.
The grade 8.
The grade 8, you're back.
And then Tosh, I'll give you this one. What'd you like most about the birthday girls? 24 points.
Well, I told Della she needs to score 34 for it being her 34th birthday, so we'll like be great. But I just think Della came out and we all knew, and that was a conversation that we had today. Like, we needed to get this game today. We gave that one away, no, like, we needed to control it. So me and Della going into the game with each other, we were like, we gonna fucking get in tonight. So I think both of us, all of us, and me and Slim had the conversation too of just aggressive mindset. Like, we have to be aggressive and everyone else will follow. But everyone knew the importance of tonight. And Elena is our franchise player, our leader, and she led us there.
Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you both.
You
That's it. Thank you both.